I would like to start by addressing the question, will regional economic integration lead to a more global and stronger liberalization of trade and services? But I would like to rephrase the question, because we don't have an option. We need to achieve that goal. And therefore, the real question should be, what can we do in order to achieve a global liberalization of trade and investment? Because we all know that we need it. And therefore, we cannot fail in this effort and in this challenge. Coming from a small country like Chile, with 57 free trade agreements with countries all over the world, many of them, 9 of them, with APEC member countries, I have to share with you our optimism and our commitment to achieve that goal. Because obtaining a world with a more free and open economies is something that we all know that is good for each and every country in the world. And therefore, to make this new world with freer markets for goods and investment is something that has to be the main target of this APEC meeting. In its 25 years of existence, no doubt that APEC has made a tremendous and significant effort to achieve the goal. And now we have to face new challenges, because the Bogor goals, which have almost been achieved by each and every country, are part of history, and now we have to face future. For that, first of all, we cannot give up on the Doha round. It was started in 2001, and it is time now for an end game. And I think that we are facing a great opportunity to achieve this end game before the end of next year. And next year, as many world leaders have mentioned, we will have a window opportunity for many reasons. First of all, because countries have been changing their minds and strengthening their commitment with the Doha round. But also because the Doha round will be an effort that will include each and every country in the world. But in the meantime, while we are expecting that the Doha round will finally end its deadlock, which has lasted too long, we have to deal with the FTAAP, which is the free trade agreement of the Asia-Pacific countries. And I'm sure that this agreement will put positive pressure on the Doha round, the same way as the APEC Foundation put very positive pressure on the creation of the World Trade Organization. And with respect to the free trade agreement of the Asia-Pacific, I believe that there are many natural ways to achieve it. The first one, of course, is expanding some of the regional agreements that are already in motion, like the East Asia FTA, the Asian FTA. But I think that the most powerful one, the most promising one, is the Trans-Pacific Partnership, because it's the only one that is not dividing Asia from America, and is not drawing a line in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And therefore, this Trans-Pacific Partnership that started from the P4, but now is being negotiated by 9 APEC countries, New Zealand, Singapore, Brunei, and Chile, which were part of the P4, which is the origin of this Trans-Pacific Partnership. But now we have to add USA, Australia, Malaysia, Peru, and Vietnam. And I was extremely happy when I heard the words of the Japan Prime Minister, stating very clearly the interest of Japan of joining this agreement. And Japan definitely should be part of the TPR, which should be a living agreement, which means it cannot be a closed agreement. It has to be an open agreement where other countries can join in in the near future. And it should also include 21st century issues which were not covered by the old free trade agreements, such as transparency, regulatory harmonization, trade facilitation, and special promotion of medium-sized and small companies. Among the targets of this new agreement has to be to tackle new barriers to trade, which are not tariff barriers, but are non-tariff barriers that normally are not at the borders, but beyond the borders, which are now one of the most significant difficulties for achieving a real integration within the Asia-Pacific market. To sum up, economic integration of the Asia-Pacific world can provide and will provide an important contribution to the global liberalization of trade and investment around the world. Because after all, we, the Asia-Pacific region, are the free trade region of the world. And therefore, we have a special responsibility. The responsibility is ours, and the time is now. Because at the end of the day, if it is not ours, who will take care of it? If it is not now, when we will do it? Therefore, I hope that within the next days that we will join and meet with all the APEC countries, we will be able to achieve the final goal of the APEC agreement, which was to create a free trade zone, including each and every country of the APEC countries as a step towards a free trade world, which is the final target of all countries that do believe in free trade and development. Thank you very much.